Hello everybody! I'm over here in the Paint Center today to talk about what we need to get when we paint in art. There is a poster behind Mrs. Belzer that now lists everything that you need to get in order. So if you ever forget and it seems like a lot of things that you're having to pick up and carry to your table, just check the chart behind you. The first thing you need when we paint is you will need a smock. The smocks are located back here. You will always need one to paint, and it keeps our clothes nice and clean. If you need help putting a smock on, ask a friend or ask Mrs. Belzer. The second thing we're going to get is a placemat. A placemat goes underneath your piece of paper. They're located over here underneath the colored shelf. So if I turn my camera just a little bit, they're right here. So I can pick one up, take it to my table. This one says hi, and it goes underneath your paper and your paper will go on top. So after you have that, you can come back over to our painting cart. I'm gonna swivel you over a little bit. Our painting cart's where the water cups are, it's where the brushes are, and where most of the paints are. These are the water cups. There are not enough for everyone, so you will have to share. If the water cup is empty, you can go back in the back room, fill it up about half full with water. Don't fill it up to the top because you'll be splooshing and splashing on your way back to your table. So half full. After you get your water cup, you can come and grab some brushes. There are big, chunky brushes that will make nice big lines. And if you need brushes to make little lines, you can make little lines. After you get brushes, you're gonna wanna grab your paint. So Mrs. Belzer will tell you what kind of paint we're using. If we're using tempera paint, the tempera cake paint is underneath this cart. And there are two kinds of trays. One tray will look like this. It has square shaped paint and it's on a little styrofoam plate. The other paint is circle shaped paint and it's in this little tray. They both work the same. You have to have a very, very wet brush to get the paint to work. So if it feels dry right now, don't worry about it because you're going to give your paintbrush lots of drinks of water. The other type of paint we might use is watercolor, which is over on the tray. And the watercolor paint looks like this. It's oval shaped. So I'll usually tell you what shape the paint is so to help you find what colors you need. When we are done painting, you carry your art on your placemat and you put it over on one of the drying racks in the corner. You need to dump the water out in the sink, okay? And if it's still dirty in the cup, you can kind of rinse it out for the next friend. And the brushes need to be rinsed out. Just swishing them in the cup doesn't always do the best job cleaning them. So sometimes you have to take the brushes to the sink, and if you use your fingers and you run it under the sink water, you kind of go like this, you can get all of that paint out of your brushes. And when you put them back in the cup, make sure you put them hair up. That way they can see their friends and they can dry nice and straight. All right, I hope you enjoy using our paint center. Let's be responsible, respectful art students.